It's time to renew, rebuild, and restore one episode at a time. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to tonight's podcast. If you've ever wondered about the role that your parents play in your life, this episode is for you. I am so excited about the person that is sitting next to me. She's an amazing woman. She's one of my best friends, but she's also my mom. And I get the opportunity to share her with you tonight. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And also share this video with your parent. Maybe you can sit down with your parent and ask some of the same questions. So without further ado, please welcome to the Rebirth Podcast for the second time, my beautiful mother, Ilene Williams. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Shea.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Thank you so much for sitting down with me for a second time.
Well, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So this is my lovely mother, guys. You've met her before. I had her on for a Mother's Day show. And it was really, really important for me to sit down with my mom today because there's some questions and a conversation that I have not had with my mom out of all these years. And she does not know what I'm going to ask her. But what I would like to do is I would like to encourage you. If you have a parent that is still living right now, maybe you want to sit down and ask some of these questions and try to get to know your mom and dad from a different perspective. Maybe these are some questions that you've never even thought about asking. But today I'm going to ask these questions and she's going to answer them, right?
Right.
All right. So do you want to tell people a little bit about you? Who you are other than my mother?
I'm Ilene Williams. I'm Shea's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pleasure being her mother.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Thank you.
Thanks for inviting me.
I didn't pay her to say that, by the way. Well, a couple things that I think you should know is, when you were working, you were a teacher. My mother is a teacher. She was an educator. And she is also a talented and anointed organist. And she plays by ear. Okay? So her hands are lethal on the keyboard. Okay? So, yes. So those are a couple of things that you should know about my mom. And I also want to share, she's an amazing thrifter. Like, my mom can put together some things, because that's a big thing today.
Yes.
There's people that are out there and they're making content on Instagram and showing people how to be able to, get the look at such a lower cost. So my mom is really good with that. I wish I had that talent. I do not have that talent. That's probably why I'm broke right now. But she's really good with she has the eye for those things. So that's a little bit of who my mother is. So, Mom, there's a few questions I want to ask tonight. And I guess this would be a way for you to, just kind of tell your story from a mother's perspective. Oh, Lord. You fine, Mom. Okay. So the first question I have for you, can you tell me the story about the day that I was born? And not the facts, but more so the feelings that you had that day. The day that I was born.
Okay.
Just speak a little bit closer in the mic because we want to make sure we get all this.
I arrived at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And
were you nervous?
Yeah, very nervous.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what was really going to take place.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And who was with you when you came to the hospital?
Oh, I was alone.
You was by yourself? So you drove yourself to the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was alone. And I thought it was going to all happen right then, but it didn't. Shea didn't come until, oh my goodness, the next day. And The pain wasn't too bad, but then I thought about it. It would be worth it for my little girl to come. And
Did you know you were having a girl?
yeah, I did.
How did you know? Did they tell you, or did you just have that feeling?
It was just the way I was shaped, and different ones was telling me it
Oh,
was
okay.
going to be a little girl.
Okay. Wow.
Because I just gained weight just in my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
No place else. I didn't even gain my whole, what they give you, 28 pounds or 30 pounds. Didn't gain all of that. So then the pain started coming, a little harder, a little harder, a little harder. And then it happened, 2:49 in the morning. And she was 7, 2, and 14 ounces.
7 pounds,
7
2 ounces.
pounds, 7 pounds, 7 pounds, 2 ounces, and 14 long.
14 inches long.
14 inches long. You were short.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. In my mind, I'm tall, though. I don't know. Okay.
That's right.
All right. So, Mom, you didn't have an epidural?
No.
What?
No epidural. Not back there. No.
Wow. Okay.
No. So then I don't know. I guess they were trying to get me to eat, and I guess I didn't have an appetite, and they kept saying, "Well, if you don't eat, the baby's gonna go, and you're gonna have to stay." That's what they kept telling me. So one experience I had when they got me up to used to go to the bathroom, and I fainted, and I remember them putting something to my nose to bring me back. But other than that, it wasn't a real hard birth. It's just that I just thought I would be having you when I first went in there, but I didn't.
Okay. Wow. So how did you feel when you saw me? Did they put me on your chest? How did they do it back then?
Yeah, they put you on my chest.
Okay.
And you had all this hair, beautiful black hair. Little eyes, little round face. It was a joy. It was a great feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I know you're a strong person, but see, that's a part. See, that's something that I didn't even know. I didn't know that, number one, you were there by yourself.
I was there by myself.
And I didn't know that she did not have an epidural.
No.
That she did a natural birth. So
no epidural.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Wow. So was I able to leave with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You left with me.
Okay. All right.
No, you was gonna leave without me. That changed.
So Mom, what part of yourself do you see in me?
Oh my goodness. There's so many parts. Where you want me to start?
Yeah.
I see a lot of you in me, especially as you get older. I see a lot of you that drive, and you're not satisfied until you get done what you start to do. And see now, I used to be like that. I'm not like that now. I would start a project and I had to finish it. I don't care if it would take me 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I will finish it. But now that's, I said, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow.
So that's where I get that from.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew that, though. I knew that.
And I see the creativity you have, more or less, now since you've gotten up, a little older. I see a lot of you in me. No nonsense person. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, who were you before you were my mom? Like, what was life like before you became a mom?
Well, I was into my music for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I kept progressing in my music, kept practicing, kept walking down to the church, practicing every single day.
Wow.
Then I would start writing songs,
Mm-hmm.
just progressing into my music. Um,
So that's where I get my musicality from, is my mother, because you're very talented music wise, and my mother can also sing. And although I cannot play the organ, I did try. I tried.
And you also tried the flute.
No, you made me try the flute. I didn't want to play the flute. I wanted to play the saxophone. Had I chose the saxophone, I probably would still be playing right now. But I feel that that's where my talent came from, is you, because that is something I'm hearing you say. I practice every day, going to the church, and I practice. And of course, I was always with you and going to church. I feel like I stayed and lived in church all the time. But I had an ear for music, but my talent more so lied in singing and in my voice. So I thank you for that gift, because I know that you also hold it.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
But go ahead and finish. Yeah. So you said you would practice all the time. So the question was, who were you before you were my mom?
Yeah, my music. I was really into my music. And of course, going to church, and that's what my life was really. I wasn't a night person, clubbing, drinking, smoking. I was none of that.
You didn't hang out with like girlfriends and stuff like that?
No.
Okay.
No.
And was that just something you chose not to do? Like, speaking, I'm talking about more so like friends, like sisterhood and stuff like that. That's just why didn't you have that?
I didn't have that, but I did have guy friends.
You had male friends.
I had male friends, and I know when I was working at Rose and Blues Travel, lunchtime, they would come looking for me so we can go to lunch, and I would be the only girl in the whole bunch. It was just guys, but it was good. And also, before I got to that, I was an introvert, very, very introvert.
Yeah, I was an introvert. Okay.
And so,
all right.
What really started getting me out of that was when I did start working for the travel agency, and I worked for the corporate part, and we had a DuPont account. So we would have to go over to DuPont with the tickets, and each desk I would go to, the secretaries would always look like they would say, well, here's a person I can vent with. And they would just start talking to me, and I'll be standing there listening. They'd be talking, and I listen. And that's when I started coming out of that, out of
your shell.
Out of my shell. Yeah, because I was definitely in a shell where I was a nice person and I wouldn't talk, but if you talk to me, I would talk. That's how it was. It wasn't, I wasn't a snob or anything like that. But it's just that I wouldn't start the conversation. But so that's what started bringing me out of that, and the traveling all around, because we would have to go to different states, and I went out of the country a couple of times to Jamaica, and you know, everything was free, so the girls would take advantage of that, the drinks, the party, and everything. And I would go back to my room, and they asked me to say, well, how can you do it? You don't never want to go out or anything? I said, no, I'm going back to my room. And I guess they couldn't understand that. But the thing about it, like when they would go out, they would never come back looking the same. Some of them lose their shoes.
Oh, Lord.
But that was a great experience. So I did get a chance to travel a lot. You know, like now I don't know about now, but I did get a chance to travel a lot.
Do you think that you being an introvert, or you just, you know, saying I don't want to really go out, or, you know, have that sisterhood or whatever, do you feel that came more so from how you were raised, like being in church all the time, your religion and stuff like that?
I don't think so. I just didn't have the desire.
Okay.
I don't think it came from that.
Okay.
Somewhat it could have, but I don't think so.
Okay.
I just didn't have that desire, you know. Sometimes I would wonder, you know, what is it like to go to a club, or, you know, but I didn't have that desire to do that.
Okay. You still wonder what it's like? Because I'll take you.
That's all right. That's okay. That's okay.
So, Mom, when life start happening and, you know, things start moving fast and things, was there any dreams that you feel that you let go of?
Yes. Yes. I would have pursued my education more.
Okay.
And the area of a lawyer. I think I would have made a good
You would have been an
lawyer.
excellent lawyer. Okay. The questioning is real. I now have to say, I put a disclaimer out to my mom sometimes. If I have to tell her something, I'll say to her, and that's all the information that I know. Before you start asking all these questions, I just told you all the information that I know. But yeah, you would have been a good lawyer.
I really believe that that I would have been a good lawyer. Good lawyer.
Yeah. My Jen just looked over at me, giving me this eye, like the audacity of me talking about questionings. You think I ask a lot of questions? Good.
Well,
You have to today.
That's another.
I guess something I got from you.
Yeah.
It's my mom's fault. So yeah. Okay. So my next question to you: are you okay? You good?
I'm good.
Okay. What are some things that you used to worry about that you don't worry about anymore?
Really, the boys, want to make sure everything is. Well, I can't say I don't worry.
I was great say because you still Let me repeat the question. What is something that you used to worry about that you no longer worry about anymore?
Leaving this world.
Leaving this world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so dying.
Yeah, I don't worry about that anymore. I just make sure I'm preparing myself to go to heaven. I don't want to be left back here to go to hell.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So that's where I'm more or less now preparing my life and getting closer to God and reading His Word more and applying it to my life and just believing in His Word and what He say.
Okay.
You know? So.
Okay. All right. It's a good answer. I think that's important because we all have to go. We all got to go one day. So, you can't really fear something that is certain is going to happen.
Right, but some people do have that fear.
Absolutely.
They have that fear. But
when did you let go of that, though? Because you obviously at one point you did feel, you had a little fear about it, but
I think in 2024 is when it started leaving me, as far as the fear, and I started getting more concerned about my family and where are they in God, and my grands, encouraging them to give God some of their time, and it's, I don't have no fear like that anymore.
Okay. Good. What was that moment? This is a trick question because I think sometimes you still think I am. But what was that moment that you realized I wasn't a kid anymore? I said it's a trick question because sometimes my mom still act like she still treat me like I'm a kid sometimes.
Well, I think a real mother will always be that way. I don't think, and then when sometimes you just say mom, but when you say mommy, then that's really, I don't know, it's something about when you say mommy, I feel that, oh man, she really needs me right now. It might not be true, but that's how I feel. There's something about when you say mommy, and sometimes you say that, and that's the feeling I get. Well, she must really need me right now. So
okay.
I've shared that with you before.
But you still didn't answer the question.
Oh, what was the question?
When was the moment that you realized that I wasn't a kid anymore, though?
I guess when you got married and you had your own children, and I guess that's the beginning of it. When you.
So it wasn't when I moved out at 19?
No.
Okay. It was when I got married.
When you got married, yeah, because it's like I was letting you, you was going.
Yeah. I got married at what, 20? I think I was 26. 26 when I got married. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that's when you got married.
When I got married. Okay. So my next question is, what made you feel loved in your own childhood?
What made me feel love? I can say what made me feel happy.
Okay.
But that's different, right?
Is that different? Happy and loved is a little bit different. Yeah, it is. But if you want to use happy, we can use happy. Did you not feel loved in your childhood?
I felt love. I didn't feel lacking of love.
Okay.
But my love was what I was trying to accomplish, and along that time was my music.
What about the love from your mother?
Yeah, mommy. I felt love from my. Yeah, I did feel love from mommy, because mommy, I don't know. I know she had 5 children. But I'm gonna say this, but I feel that I was like her
favorite.
Yeah.
Sorry, Uncle Arnold, Uncle Art, Uncle Alvin, and Aunt Betty.
In fact, I know I was.
And how do you know that?
Because she would anything like she was going to do, or she would always get my opinion. And that's how, because she would I'm not saying she would treat me different from all the other children, but I just felt that from her, that she and we would have fun. We would go riding, just me and her. I remember we would always go to Kentucky Fried
Chicken and get the chicken littles,
coffee, and we'd be riding. And then she was and then also
I miss her.
She loved what I loved doing, and that's going into the Goodwills, the thrift shops, and So I think that's what really how we bond together, because we would do a lot together, me and Mom. My sister, she was like out on her own, but I don't know, she wasn't around.
She wasn't around.
She wasn't around to where she would take part in that. It seemed like that was me and Mom's thing, So I did feel special. She made me feel special,
So what was the thing that made you feel happy then?
Being with her, how she made me laugh. When she gets something new, a new outfit, she would like to put it on,
like you do,
and walk across the floor
and switch,
and model,
like you do.
And I would just crack up laughing. I just crack up laughing. So yeah, I really miss my mom. And then another thing I miss from her too is that when when I was diagnosed with the lupus, she I don't know, for some reason she would always know when I wasn't feeling good, and
Yeah.
she would call and she said, "Lynn, you're not feeling good," and she would pray for me.
Yeah.
And so right now, when I, you know, not feeling well or whatever, I miss her in that way, because that's what she would always do.
Yeah.
I remember I went to we had to do a hotel inspection in California, and we went across the Catalina Islands, which was a rough on the boat. And I got so sick, I had to lay down on the boat. I was so sick. And she called and she said, "Lynn, you all right?" And I told her what was going on, and she prayed for me. So I really miss her in that way, when I'm not feeling well. And
Yeah. And that wasn't just something that you experienced. I experienced that with grandma. I spent a lot of time with her. Even lived with her a period of time, just me and her, when you moved to Delaware. And then when I decided to move to Delaware and, get my own place and all of that, it was the same thing. She knew when something was wrong, because she would call, and it was always a time where I was going through something, or I might have been struggling, and she'll call and she'll be like, "You baby, you okay? Come on, let's pray. I'm gonna pray for you." So she would do that, so that's not just something that you experienced with her. That was something that I also experienced with her as her granddaughter. And I too, when times feel a little heavy, I say I summons my grandmother. But I too think about those moments and those memories, and I feel her presence. And I had to pause. I get a little teary-eyed, but that's just how amazing of a woman she was. She's been gone
since 2000.
It'll be 26 years in August, and I still get like this when I talk about my grandma. So I am grateful for her and the time, the memories, and the lessons that I've learned from her. So, but yeah, you do the same thing. You put on, my mama put on her little stuff. She'll come in, y'all. I be trying to work. She'll come in and she's like, "Look what I just got from my therapy." She calls thrifting her form of therapy, which is perfectly fine. And she'll come in and she'll go in my little powder room and she'll put her little outfit on and she'll come out. And then she'll start switching around the floor. Then she'll go like this. And she'll go like this. And, and it be sharp. Most of the time I would say, I don't remember anything you shown me that I'd be like, "Mom, no, that's not it." It's always something that she finds. She has that eye. But yeah, there's a lot of memories that I have. My grandmother, you were mentioning about you and her be riding out and stuff like that, and that was just something that she enjoyed doing, just going for a ride. And going to get something to eat, and just riding out. And I think those days was usually like Sundays after church or Saturdays. She'll ride out. Cowtown was the favorite place to go all the time. So many good memories. So I had asked you what made you feel loved, and in your childhood. And you grew up with brother and sisters. You are one of 5, and I'm your only child. And there has been a lot of moments where I was by myself, and I had imaginary friends that played church with me.
Yeah, you did.
So I was always entertaining myself, right? That was never a problem. And I think our attachment, I had a secure attachment, because although you had to leave and go to work and all of those things, I knew you were coming back. And I like to think I was a good child. I was able to be in the house by myself.
You was a good child. I remember you matured at an early age.
Yeah.
Because you even had a key. You had a key.
Yeah.
And then I remember coming home. When we was in Carney's Point. I was going to Salem College. I remember coming home. You had fixed some chicken. You had really fried some chicken. I'm not saying it was done all the way through, but at least you tried.
I tried. Yeah. And I didn't burn the house down.
Nope, you didn't burn the house down.
Yeah. So this is the time in the interview where I get to tell you how you shaped me. And I think, number one, my work ethic comes from you. Because I remember you working multiple jobs and going to college and still showing up and going to church. We were going back and forth to Delaware and to New Jersey, playing at both churches.
Right.
We were members at Revival Fellowship Church.
And it wasn't just on Sundays.
Right.
It was like Tuesday,
Thursday. Yeah.
Was it Friday, then Sunday again?
Yeah, Sunday afternoon, then Sunday night. It was
and it was long hours.
It was long hours. We were in the church where, it was one of those churches
we
where
had revivals.
Yeah. So, your work ethic really shaped me, and my independency really comes from you. And that could be in a good way and a bad way, because I am very independent and I do struggle with asking for help, or if I need something, I'll figure it out. And I think that comes from watching you, because that's how you were, you know.
That's how I'm like that now.
Yeah, you are like that now. But yeah, you know, when you say to me, "Oh, Shea, you work so hard," I've never said to you that that's because of you. You know, I've never actually said that. I work hard because I saw you work hard. You know what I'm saying? So, things, you know, we had some experiences, you know, we had some tough moments, but those tough moments is what actually, it built character, and it helped me see that, you know what, this is part of life. Life happens, and things might be hard right now, but if you work hard and you do the things that you need to do, you can create a better life for yourself, you know. So my work ethic definitely comes from you. You shaped me in that way. I may not be in church like I was as a little girl, but my relationship with God has never changed. If anything, it's gotten stronger. So you've shaped me in that way as well. And I also feel the relationship that you and I had, you know, how the type of mother you were and is still to me, is why I am the mom that I am to my children. You know, it's so funny because my kids and I are very affectionate. And I remember one of my girlfriends a long time ago, she was here and she would see my sons, you know, as every time they would walk in and out the door, they'd come over and give me a forehead kiss. And she was just like, what is going on? She's like, what did I do wrong as a parent? And she really got a little teary eyed. And I said, why you say that? What's going on? And she was just like, my kids don't even do that. They don't hug me. They don't kiss me. They don't even say goodbye. They just be like, I'm out. But she was just like, oh my gosh. She's like, just to see the relationship that you have with your sons and how affectionate they are with you and all of that. And for me, that's the norm because that's how I grew up. So I wasn't used to seeing anything outside of that, right? So when people would comment on it or say, wow, I love your relationship, whatever, I'm just like, is it like, it's supposed to be like this, whatever. But becoming a therapist and really seeing outside of what my experience was, I realized that not everybody had that. Not everybody had praised, right? You, grandmom, everybody, my uncles, y'all always lift me up and praise me for whatever it was that I did, whatever I accomplished.
They still do,
and they still do. Yeah. So I am the person that I am because of the woman that you are and the woman that you have been. So anytime that you look at me and you say, oh, I'm so proud of you, or wow, you're doing this and all of that, we're proud. You should be proud of yourself. We're doing this together, because if it wasn't a Ilene Williams, it definitely wouldn't be a Shea.
It sure wouldn't.
She's so modest, right? So that is definitely something that I wanted to share with you, and thank you. Because you were and still is an amazing mom.
Thank you, Shea.
You are, seriously. And I am grateful and I'm thankful for the experience, the lessons. Me and my mom, I'm sure I've gotten on my mom's nerves, and she knows she's gotten on mine. But me and my mom has never had a falling out. I couldn't even fathom having. I couldn't even see that happening. We've had disagreements, but it's always been a level of respect. I've always been respectful to my mother because that's how I was raised. And she's always been respectful to me. She's never cussed me out or, told me I ain't. No. Or told, what I'm saying? She's never done those things.
I know some of them words come out with you sometimes.
Not towards you, you know that.
I never heard you.
Yeah.
You had that much respect.
Yeah, I don't cuss in front of my mom. There's just a level of respect that I have. Not saying there's anything wrong with those that do. And I don't care how old I am, and I am 53. I will not cuss in front of my mother or do anything disrespectful in front of my mom that I consider to be disrespectful. That's just the level of respect that I have for her, and also the our relationship. Mom, what is something that you hope I remember long after you're gone?
The relationship that we had, when you try to think about the good parts, the good fun, the good laughter after I'm gone, I know you're going to miss me.
Yes, of course.
But try to stay with the positive things, and because that's how I do with my mom now. I think about the fun part, and then let me go back a little bit too, because Mommy and Alvin used to do that too. Mom and Alvin used to go to a lot of um uh I wouldn't call them thrift stores, but and those antique
Antique
stores
stores.
and
Okay.
stuff. Because they gave me a light that I have in my house right now, that they had got from there. So Alvin and Mom used to do it too.
They had
when
that.
I
Yeah.
wasn't around. Yeah,
Okay.
they would ride out and find different places to go in. And, yeah, used to do that.
Nice.
But yeah, just you know, just continue being Shay.
So you would want me to remember our relationship, which how could I forget that? Continue to be myself. Is there anything else?
And continue to stay behind my grands.
Oh, well, you already know. You already know.
If not, you gonna see something flying around here. Mom, you better stop. I know that's you.
Coming in here knocking everything over like a whirlwind. Listen, as beautiful and small and petite and timid she looks, trust me, honey, this little ball of fire, she can be a storm when she needs to be.
That's right.
She could be a storm, okay? Is there any questions you have of me?
Well, you did kind of tell me how you felt, about me. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. Oh my goodness, I really don't like for you to go away.
She don't like for me to go away.
I don't.
She don't. Well, why is that? Are you afraid something's gonna happen to me?
Yeah. Yes. I'll be thinking that, you get on the plane or something, and what's gonna happen? She don't come back, and oh my goodness. Now that's where my mind really plays with me.
But we're gonna have to pray on that because I'm gonna travel.
Yeah,
I am gonna travel. I have a couple trips coming up.
I know.
Right? Yeah. She doesn't like when I go away though. She really don't. If I'm like, Mom, I'm going to go December 2026. I will be going to Mauritius, which is an island off of the east coast of Africa.
Is that longer than Dubai?
Yes, it is longer than Dubai. Wow. Yeah, not as long as Thailand when I went to Thailand though. So I think Mauritius is like an 18-hour flight. Yeah. So so she does struggle when I go away. And she is so excited when I come back.
Yes.
She was like, I missed you. That's exactly what she does. So, but I see myself in you a lot, Mom. And as you said, as I'm getting older, even with my parents, I look at pictures and I'm like, wow, I really see us, me and you. Yeah. But was that the only question you had? Well, that wasn't a question. That was a statement you wanted to put out there.
Yeah, just can continue your life, or and like I said, you might get a little sad, but then you think about all the good times we had, and
we still gonna have, because we still have life to live. We still have time. So I really appreciate you sitting down with me, and you already know how I feel about you. I absolutely love you, adore you, cherish you, respect you, honor you. I thank you for everything that you are to me, but not just to me, but who you are to my sons, my friends. Mommy always say, well, your friends are my friends. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because
no,
I
they're
don't
not,
have
Mom.
any
They're
friends.
my
I
friends.
don't have any friends. When my birthday come around, it's all your friends be telling me happy birthday.
But they love you. They
Yeah, I
definitely love
know.
you.
I
But
know.
yeah, you did a great job, Mom. And I don't say that in a what word I'm looking for, in a conceited way. I can't complain about anything in my childhood when it comes down to my mom. My mom showed up for me. My mom was there for me, and she's still there for me. She still shows up for me. Um, and I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful I've had that experience. So when God do decide he gonna take you home, yes, it will be extremely, extremely hard. However, I also know you will want me to continue on to live my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grateful that he's allowed you to be here this long, because my mother was diagnosed with lupus when you were 40, right?
Up
It
in
was
the
in your
90s.
40s. Yeah. And they gave her, was it 10? Like 10 years or so. They were saying my mom is now, you know, 70 plus, and she's still vibrant. She's still,
75.
I wasn't gonna say your real age, but since you put it out there, she will be 76 in this August. And God is good, but that she also takes care of herself. She didn't drink, she's not a drinker, she's not a smoker, any of those things. So it does matter of what you're putting into your body, especially if you have been diagnosed with something such as lupus.
Because the
So
doctors really told me that. They said
mhm.
if you had you know, been doing any of those type of things, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, but you here.
I'm here.
You here.
And I haven't had any. I used to be in and out the
You did.
hospital with
Yep.
flares. Oh
Yep.
my goodness. And to the point where whenever I would go, I would pack my bag,
Yeah.
take it with me because I knew they weren't going to send me back home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And here lately, when I was in there, it wasn't for lupus, nothing to do with lupus.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked at the chart. They said, "Oh wow, at least you're not here for the lupus."
Mm-hmm.
And then the nurses, they never wanted to see me leave.
Because everybody love you, because you're so sweet.
Because
You
I
be
didn't
so
give them a
sweet.
hard time. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
never bringing my buzzer and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's been through a lot. She's been through a lot. Um, but I'm grateful, and I'm thankful to still have her here.
Now I'm thankful to have you, Tubby.
Yeah. She just throw my nickname out there.
I didn't mean that. That just came out. That just automatically came out. But why do I call you Chubby? You want to know why I called you
I
Chubby?
was chubby. I was
You was
very chubby
chubby.
when
Oh
I was
my
younger. That was
goodness.
my grandma's fault. My grandmother used to feed me like crazy, homemade biscuits, and oh my
Well,
gosh.
I would say, Shay, one biscuit, Shay.
That was grandma's fault. Grandma said she can have as many as she want.
Yeah, Mom give you 2 and 3 biscuits.
Mm-hmm. She had me shopping
And,
out 16 plus.
almost.
All right, enough. Okay, interview over. Interview over.
And then Mom said, I don't know what you gonna do with that. You better cut her down. And I said, Mom, you the one. I told her she can have one biscuit and you pull her in the back, to my hair. You can have another one. And
She sure would.
Then she cut to me. I don't know what you want to do.
Oh, grandma was
Yeah.
talking behind my back. Grandma, ain't you so? Me wait till I get to heaven.
I miss her.
So yes, for sure. Well, Mom, again, thank you. It's been a pleasure and an honor
It's a
sitting with
pleasure to
you.
me. Thank you so much
Yeah. How
for
did you feel
having
doing
me.
this?
I felt good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So would you advise our audience if they had the opportunity to sit down with their parent to have this same conversation with them?
Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
advise you to do that because it brings back a lot of memories about yourself self that you could share with your son or your daughter. I had a great time today. I thought I was going to be a little nervous, but
Mm-hmm.
it was a calmness came over me, and I enjoyed it. And thanks for
Mm-hmm.
having me, Shay Shay.
You welcome, Mom. And I love you very
Love you
much.
too. Love you too.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I had a wonderful time sitting here talking to my mom, and I learned some new things today. I did. There were some things that I learned that I didn't know. So I'm grateful for this opportunity. And why did I do this? Um, there's been a lot of loss. And I know a lot of you have probably experienced a lot of loss. And not that I'm expecting my mom to go anywhere anytime soon, but when God does call her home, I have this. I have this interview I can go back and look at and reflect on. My sons will have this interview. So even if you're not in front of a camera or doing a podcast, sit with your parent, ask questions, take notes. You can do an audio recording, but take this time and this opportunity and sit with your parents and ask the important questions, ask the things that you want to know. I guarantee you, your heart will be filled. Thank you again for tuning in to Rebirth Podcast. We're here every Monday at 7 p.m. And if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our podcast. All right. Until then, have a blessed night. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, you're welcome.